Have you ever found yourself in a situation like this?
This is a pretty cool drum groove. I could totally release this. Just need a melody. Melody? How do I get that done? Oh gosh, no!
Let's be honest, we've all been in that situation where we've created a nice drum groove, we want a melody now, but drawing in those single MIDI notes always feels so tedious and you never really get the sound that you want. Today I'm going to show you how to bypass that and create a vibe for your track that sounds solid. Let's dive in. So this is the drum groove that we're going to work with today. A nice little organic house drum groove with a few loops from the upcoming Afro House pack. So we have the foundation of the track. The foundation are the drums, but now we want to take it into a more melodic direction, a more emotional direction. So we need something that sparks our vibe. One of the best ways to do so is with samples. So if you have a melodic sequence like this, and don't worry, I'm going to show you how to create these in a second. I just want to demonstrate the core principle first. You can drag this sample in here like that and duplicate it until the end. And if you would play this, then it would sound like this, right? All right, we have a sound that sounds cool, but it's just not as satisfying to just drag and drop a whole melody inside your track. How do we make this our own? So let's actually delete this second half over here. And you know what? I'm going to give it a different color so we know what we're doing here. And I'm going to drag this loop to the end. Now you're going to double click this loop and select a tiny snippet. And you want to make sure that you are in either 8th grid mode or 16th grid mode. I find personally to use 8th grid mode a lot. And the cool thing is that you can now select a loop within your loop. So you could either select 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4 of these 8th grids. I find that if you select 3, it gives you more of a polyrhythmic vibe. Let's loop this by hitting Command L. Okay. But how can we make it more of our own? We can change these warp modes to Complex Pro and pitch the sample up or down. Mess around with the formants in the envelope. Another thing we can do is also change it to beats, transients, forward transients, and dial down this amount knob here. And you get more of a plucky sound. And here's where the cool part comes in. You can literally take any melodic sample that you'd like and drag it within this looped area over here. And it doesn't change your settings. It keeps the entire loop with the settings that you have here, but it just gives you a bit of a different idea. So we could change the warp mode to Complex Pro, for instance, dial down the pitch a bit and go through our sample library. And the cool thing is that I can always drag and drop the loop to a different position each time. This is inspiration pure. This is what we're looking for. We're not looking for an empty canvas that we can just start from zero and try to draw in those single notes. We want to create a floor of melodics, right? That goes along with our foundation, which is the drums. Now let's replace. And you can take literally any melodic sample. That's just the amazing part of this. Let's go into texture and atmosphere, tonal, some kind of a one shot. Yeah, something like that. You know, you could just drag and drop. So let's open up this sample here, double click, and drag and drop that nice little guitarette sound here. Vibe. 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 And the cool thing is that you can also drag this flagpole around. This is basically the start position. So you see this loop is within this entire framework here, but it doesn't start from here. It starts from where this flag post is, but you can drag it to the front here and then it starts from here. Right? And you can always extend the loop to an even loop. So this is on grid now, but we can take away 2 of these and create that polyrhythmic vibe. So if we were to go back into 8th grid, we see that only 1, 2, and 3 of these little grid marks are within the grid. And if you go to quieter parts of the sample, it gives you more of a mellow texture. I like this part a lot. Yeah. And the cool thing, the really cool thing, is that we could give this more of our own vibe. It doesn't really end there. What you can do to give the sample a bit more movement and make it unique to you is duplicate the sample here. So duplicate the entire track. And let's call this plus 7 ST. I'll show you why in a second. Let's give this a slightly different color. And now what we're going to do is double click the sound here and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 halftone steps. That's also the reason why I renamed the track to plus 7 ST, semitones. And now we have 2 tracks, one playing the root, and the other one playing a track that is 7 halftone steps above the root. The 7 halftone steps, that's the perfect fifth in terms of the intervals. So that always harmonizes with the root note. But I feel like the second layer is a bit too dominant in the mix. How do I make it move more? One way to do so is by adding in a stock plugin called Echo. I have it within my collections over here. If you do not have it within the collections, then you could also find it in audio effects, delay loop, and echo. I just have it in collections because I use it a lot. You can put it on reverb, ping pong, dial down the dry wet a bit, keep it on dotted eighth notes. Right? And the cool thing is that for the harmony layer, for the layer that's 7 halftone steps above, you can also create a longer loop. So now you have a polyrhythmic layer that plays within a 3 loop grid, if that makes sense. 3 grids, 3/8 grids. And you have another layer that plays 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have more variety within your loop using that plus 7 ST layer. So again, this guy, this upper guy is playing 1, 2, 3. The lower guy, which is harmonizing with the root, which is 7 halftone steps above, is playing 1, 2, 3, 4. And that delay makes it melt together, right? And if you don't want the sound, the harmony layer, to play continuously, what you can do is add an auto filter. Again, you can also find that in audio effects, EQ and filters, but I've also added it to my mixing collections here to find it quicker. And I dial down the frequency, resonance, dial up that amount to 100%, and it slowly comes in. With a rate of 0.11 Hertz. You can also set it to a note rate. And I like changing it to 8 bars, dialing down that amount, maybe dial the frequency up a bit so it doesn't entirely disappear. And if you play that together, see, it opens up and moves. Play that with the entire drum groove. Pay attention to the harmony. You create a whole entire vibe. You create a whole entire vibe with this. I love it. And as promised, I'm going to show you a quick little way to create one of these melodic sequences from scratch without using samples. But I highly recommend that you watch one of these videos, either, I don't know, if it's up in this corner or up in this one. Yeah, just watch it. It's more in depth. My favorite way to do so is by adding MIDI track and going into Max for Live devices. There's this free device for Ableton Live 11 Suite. It's Max for Live, so I guess if you don't have Suite, you can also pay $100 to get Max for Live devices. Highly recommend. So you load one of these devices, let's say Rozzer Advanced Stepsequencer, and then you can take a synth of your liking to demonstrate the simplicity. I'm going to take Saw Pure Muted Bass, which is also stock in Ableton Live. It's analog, Saw Pure Muted Bass. Just drop it in here, and then you're going to take a scale. So I'm going to take Scale, which is a MIDI effect. I've also added it to my sound design collection here. I'm going to take Minor, for instance, and put it right after the Rozzer Advanced Stepsequencer and select a scale like C minor. Yeah, let's stick with C minor. And now I'm going to generate a sequence by randomizing the all parameters here and give it a playthrough without the others here. Cool. And if we were to resample this into a new layer, we can create an audio track, hit resampling, record arm, solo the first track. So we're going to resample this into a new layer. You know what? Before we do so, I would like to add an echo to this track. Echo just gives the notes a bit more variety. Let's add echo here, increase the feedback, add ping pong, a bit of reverb, reduce the dry wet, right? Now we can resample this into a new layer, increase the volume. There we go. You can also pitch it up an octave here. I'm just going to stop the recording here because I feel like that's enough. And we're going to delete the old layer now. And we can do practically the same, which we've done for our other layers. So we can double click the sample, go into right click, 8th, and select our favorite region. So 1, 2, 3, Command L to loop it up. Now I'm going to play this with the rest of the track. And you can scroll through the sound. You can create even shorter loop phrases by going to 16th and really dialing it down. And then you can go into warp mode, transients, one shot, or forward transient. I always call it one shot for some reason. Then you can repitch the sound here and add another echo. Nice. If you enjoy this video, feel free to hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help the channel grow. If you like this project file, grab it down below. Also, stay tuned for Afro. It's coming out very soon. Cheers.